Welcome back, everybody. In this video, we're going to talk about more Doordash that doesn't make any sense. Because Doordash is notorious of not making any sense. I mean, not only in a business perspective, in a personal perspective. Do they bother sitting down and think what they're doing? Just for a minute. To analyze what the hell they're talking about. Okay? And what I'm talking about is recently, Gig Life with Lexi made a video talking about the on-time deliveries that DoorDash has put in their app that you get rated for. And then Pete from Pay to Drive made a response video about the whole thing. Now, what I want to get at is this. Is there some kind of benefit to the driver if they're late on a delivery or they're late on an offer? Is there some kind of monetary benefit to that, or any benefit at all? And the answer is zero. There is no benefit. Every driver knows that the more deliveries you make an hour, that's where the benefit comes in. The more money you're going to make. So if you do one delivery an hour, you make that much. But if you can make 2 deliveries in an hour, you're making more money. And so on. If you make 3 deliveries or 4 deliveries in an hour. So the more deliveries you make per hour, you make more money. So if a driver wants to do something about the lateness or earliness of a delivery, the deliberate part that a driver is going to do is trying to make deliveries a lot quicker so they can make more money. That's more deliberate, what a driver wants to do, than deliberately trying to be late on offers where they're losing money. And they're punishing drivers on that. Like, there's some kind of benefit that these drivers are getting at from late deliveries. And that's why they're getting punished with a rating system with the on-time deliveries. It just doesn't make sense whatsoever. What makes 100% sense is that there might be an issue. And there are issues that it's out of the driver's hand, which is traffic. Traffic is out of their hands. You got certain restaurants that take forever to make the food. It's out of their hands. And sometimes you get to the destination, like with me, my main issue with me is that certain locations where the customers live in the town, the reception is so bad, you don't have a signal. And you're sitting out there for 10 minutes trying to complete the damn order. You have to walk around the block to get at least some kind of signal so you complete the order. That's out of the delivery driver's hands. Me personally, I like to make more deliveries in an hour. That means I want to get the first delivery that I got, I want to complete it as fast as I can so I can get on the next delivery. That's how it works. And then on the second delivery, the same thing. The faster I complete it, the better for me. I can get on the next delivery. If you work at 5 hours straight, you don't want to make 5 deliveries only. You want to make 10 deliveries or 15 or 20 deliveries in 5 hours. That's more income to the delivery driver. So we can conclude there is no way that drivers are doing this deliberately, so DoorDash can punish them. If they can find a benefit of why deliveries are doing it on purpose to be late constantly with the deliveries, I like to hear it. I like to hear what the benefit is. It just doesn't make any sense. This goes way back before the gig economy. Drivers that go to the same address, especially in the private sector, most of the time you're going to the usual customers that you'd be going from the day before, or a week before, or a month before. You have your steady customers that you see most of the time. But when you deliver to this, let's say that same customer, within 30 days, you went to this customer 20 times within a month, let's say. The times are always different. They're never exactly the same. Could be 10 minutes the first time, might be 10 minutes the second time. The third time can be 20 minutes. Another time could be 5 minutes. There was no traffic whatsoever. You happen to hit every green light. Well, let's say every traffic light was green. And that's the fastest you can get to the customer. Like the most possible fastest way to get to the customer is 5 minutes. But that same distance from the customer every day, it differs from day to day. That's out of everybody's hands. Not even Copperfield can make magic to change that. There you go. It's just nonsense from Doordash. There is no possible way that there's a benefit why drivers are being late if they're doing it on purpose. There's some kind of benefit. That's hurting themselves. That's hurting themselves. Now, if Doordash came out and say, we find out that a lot of these drivers are speeding too much, and we're going to put a rating system on the speeding, because drivers like to go very, very fast to make more deliveries, then I can turn around and say, well, Doordash makes sense because, yeah, it is a benefit for the delivery drivers to go as quick as they can to make more deliveries now, and that's why they're speeding. It totally makes sense. I understand that they got a rating system now on speeding. That I can buy. But punishing drivers because of lateness, like they're getting some kind of gain out of that, is just ridiculous. Gain, I mean like the drivers are having some kind of gain by doing that. There is none. It's not in their benefit to do that. You see them, even for the shop and delivers, you see them, they're running around quick, trying to grab the items off the shelf. Boom, boom. They want to do these orders quick. They want to do it faster than what the ETA for the customer delivery is. They want to do it even faster than that. That's the goal. Because there's a benefit to the driver. Oh, a driver on purpose, they're going to take a shop order and they're going to take the sweet little time, 5 minutes per item on the shelves in the store. Nothing happened. They want to hurt themselves on purpose. They don't want to make money. They're just doing the gig economy for kicks. What's going on here? It's just nonsense from Doordash. Doordash needs to sit down and really sit down for at least an hour and rethink everything. Analyze the situation. And if you do that, you'll see that there's no benefit for them to do that. Delivery drivers don't want to do one delivery per hour. They don't want to take a delivery that's going to take them an hour to do. They want to make at least 3, if they can. You let me know in the comments. It's just more shenanigans with the gig apps that do not make any sense whatsoever. It just doesn't hold water. With DoorDash and Uber Eats and the rest of them, a lot of the things do not hold water. That's the problem. No common sense and no logic from all the gig apps. That's the situation. That's the issue right there. It's the companies, they need to look at this shit. The stuff that they're coming out with these apps, it's ridiculous. No wonder they're glitchy, the apps. They're adding a lot of codes in there for nonsense. Just for nonsense, and it's clogging up the memory and the processor of these apps and memory, and whatever you call it. Too many codes in there for useless information. A lot of useless information. A simple thing, pick up and drop off, has turned into a scientific formula with the gig apps. You let me know, guys, in the comments. I mean, it is what it is. And I'll catch you guys later.